Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Rogue River Valley. This is a map by Poor Boy Catalyzer Industries. It is 282.27 megabytes to download for all platforms. So we're going to go ahead and just read the description, and then we'll go ahead and jump into taking a look around the map. It says, welcome to Rogue River Valley. Map offers the following: 2 new crops, alfalfa and black beans, American flag bale wrap, soybean straw, compost, coal, gravel, and many more field types, new soybean, corn, sugar beet, and potato textures, 11 fields, small to medium, animal pens, custom for the map, train with sell points for sawmill and carpentry, a fairgrounds for fun with non-farming stuff, also a couple of off-road trails, Oregon license plates, has several sell points and productions, tree weights lowered to make for a better yarder experience, and much more. So you choose. Do you want to have a small farm or a logging empire? This map offers both. Thank you for all the modders who have helped me grow to this point. So there you go. Yeah, fantastic. Let's go ahead and first I'm going to speed up some time here. This is where we start out in new farmer mode. I'm just going to get us up to about noon. So hopefully we have a good lighting of the whole map. So here's where we start off in new farm mode. We're right up here in this little, this would be terrifying to picnic up here. I would never want to picnic up here. I'd be so scared I'd fall. And we have a collectible right off the bat, 50 grand if you want to grab that right there. But I'd be terrified to camp up here or picnic up here. I want some railings at least. But anyhow, so where we're at, right up over here, in terms of new farmer mode, we have this chunk of land here, field 46, and then field 11 right up here. So we have these 2 chunks of land right here. A lot of land, honestly, starting out. And again, there's lots of chunks of forestry throughout. You can buy the little roads as well, which is kind of nice. You can buy those, not very expensive. There's plenty of little fields through here, and then you also can buy the peripheral. So you can buy pretty much the whole map, which is really nice. And I know a lot of people really prefer that. So we'll end up buying probably the whole chunk or the whole map before we start, just so we can make sure we don't miss anything that we're supposed to or anything like that. But yeah, some different stuff. There's a train loading station down there. There's a train rental point. So it looks like the train, we'll have to take a look. Looks like it maybe goes, I don't know. We'll just have to take a look. But if it's down there, it's kind of hard to see where it's at on the map. So I'm excited to see where that train's going through the woods and stuff like that. We'll probably end up touring this chunk of it, and then what we'll do is probably do a flyover of the forestry area as well. We'll probably end up doing. Again, a couple new crop types in here. We have alfalfa and black beans, which I don't think we have any out in the fields right now. Maybe alfalfa. Yeah, we do have some alfalfa right there. As we continue on, down here you can see the alfalfa and black beans are added in at the very bottom, and everything else looks or appears to be normal. If we scroll down through here, we have plenty of extra fill types. I don't have any extra mods added in. This is all part of the map. So we have compost in here, soybean straw, alfalfa hay, black beans, asphalt, tires, coal, dirt, gravel, sand, clay, iron ore, crude oil, stream pay. I don't know what stream pay is. Kerosene, tar, gold bars, metal, empty pallets, paper, asphalt pallets, river sand, wood beam, planks, dry boards 1, dry boards 2, dry boards 3. So there we go. I'm assuming, yeah, I don't know what the difference is between all these different dry boards and stuff like that. We'll probably try to buy some of the productions on the map to try to figure out how to make all these things and stuff like that. So we'll try to take a look at that. In here, we do have a lot of equipment starting out in new farm mode. We'll take a look at that in the store. Start off normally with $100,000. I did collect a collectible, so we do have 150 now, but we do start off with 100,000. Start off with a cow pasture, chicken pasture, another cow barn, a sheep barn, pigsty, and a horse pasture there. There are contracts in the fields you do not own. No production starting out. And then, again, there are 20 collectibles to be collected here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And I'm going to turn that off right there. So we should be good to go now. But yeah, so we're just going to actually kind of, the starting farm is right down there. We're just going to jump off this cliff a little bit here just to get started. Terrifying, but there we go. We actually ran on the cliff more or less, but yeah, so pretty cool up there. I like that little lookout area. So coming into our farm again, this is this road here kind of goes out towards our pig pens and stuff like that. But so we're kind of on the back end. We have our cows right here, or one of our cow pens right here. We go back up over to the main farm road here and go in. We have some storages. We have, it looks like, our chickens here, or no, sheep barn here. Sheep back there, nice. Plenty of garages in through here. Let's go and take a look at the store, what we start off with here. So, as I get a drink of coffee there, we start off with a Fendt Fabric 515C. We also have a Valtra Valmet, a John Deere 4755, a 7810, and a Massey Ferguson MF 3670. We have a Mack Superliner pickup truck, or not pickup truck, good lord, a semi truck. We do have a Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H harvester. We also have a header for it and a corn header, and probably, yep, a header trailer for it as well. We do have a pickup truck and a John Deere XUV starting out, which is nice. We have a Load King trailer and then a couple of Welger DK115s. We also have a disc harrow. We have a seeder. We have a planter. And if we look down here, a planter, this planter is actually modded to do sugarcane, everything, all sorts of different crazy things. But it does have alfalfa on there. It has the black beans on there. And the one thing I am curious about, this guy will also do your alfalfa and black beans, the regular seeder. And then to harvest them, it looks like you're using a regular grain header to do your black beans. And then alfalfa will work just like grass or hay will. So there you go. We have a sprayer there, fertilizer and lime spreader. We have a mower. We have a tedder, windrower, forage wagon, which you can see this also picks up the new fill types in there. Baler. We have a Aquatrans water tank. Animal transport. This will do 6 cows, 13 pigs, or 13 sheep. We also have a front loader, or actually several front loaders, I should clarify there. And then several front loader tools as well in there. Then where we went with the header trailer, we have one AGCO 650 weight. And finally, we have a little just miscellaneous flatbed trailer there for us, and nothing leased. So there we go. So as we walk around, we should see a lot of that stuff. Aquatrans over here, I'm assuming we can get water from here, just based on how that's staged for us. We do have this nice, beautiful barn. Not barn, I guess, but shed structure. We have another one over here. That's where our pickup truck's at. Probably open that up, because we'll probably come back and grab that. I like how it's all loaded up. It's kind of funny. House over there, and then, oh, over here in the corner, it's probably our chickens, I would guess. Yep, chicken pasture. We have our house with the sleep trigger. More barns here. Plenty of space on this farm. And again, we'll do a flyover at the very end to kind of take a look at things a little bit better. More trailers, harvesters in there. Corn headers in there. Open this bad boy up. We got, again, tractors, all sorts of stuff stored in there. And then, do I miss anything on the farm itself? No, we showed off all that. We will head out this way, we'll head that way eventually. We'll probably actually loop around and see that stuff at the very end. But I do want to buy all the factories as we go. And before we get too far, I want to buy all the land here in a second. But yeah, so that's that. Let's take a look, though, and see what's modded into here. So we do have, again, we have these nice little different barns and sheds, which a lot of them are on the farm here, you can see. So you can place more of those if you'd like to. We also have a train transfer silo, which I'm not sure how that's going to work in terms of things. I'm assuming it might have something to do with being able to transfer it to the train. We have a bulk material storage silo, so this isn't going to work like a bunker silo. Nothing under silo extensions that's modded. Containers, we do have a fuel tank here that's modded that holds wood chips as well as kerosene, and it looks like coal, which is kind of funny. Under tools, nothing there. Farmhouses, we do have the Rogue River Valley farmhouse, which is that guy right there. Production factories, this is where it might get interesting. So we have a Rogue River BGA, which obviously has some extra fill types. We're going to buy them on the map, take a look at them. We have the steel factory, which obviously does some different work there. We have the wash plant here. We have the crude oil production. And we have the gold bar factory. And then we have feed production here. Paper plant, which there's nothing on the out there, so I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. But take a look at it. There's a lot of productions on here, so we'll go ahead and try to quickly take a look at them as we go through. Yeah, last thing I wanted to do before we get too far is I wanted to purchase all of the land, if I could do that. So all to me. And then I did think there was a way to production point. We'll do all. Yep. Yep. Okay, I think we can set owner. My farm, yep. All farm owned now, so I should own all those production chains. Well, it gave me the biofuel one, so maybe we'll go back in there and we do. If I keep doing that, will it eventually give me all of them? Nope, it's not giving them to me. So we'll just go around and buy them as we go through. I'm sure there's a way in there. I don't usually use that feature in, whatchamacallit, I don't usually use that feature in Easy Development Tools. So it's probably something I'm doing wrong. Let's go ahead and hop in our truck. And we're going to go ahead and do a bit of driving around. Oop, I hopped out of my truck already. And without hopefully driving too much into our sheds and stuff. Right here, nice little farm entrance. I'm going to get that map open up on the bottom for us. We're just going to head straight here. And again, some stuff we're going to hit on the flyover as we're going through things. So if we go up to the map here, just down around the corner there is the fairgrounds and the paper plant, which we actually are going to drive out there because I'm curious a little bit. And I think this is our horse pasture here. So we do have that right there. There's the train running along here, which is pretty cool. And then it goes into the forest. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so excited to see how kind of the train flows about the map and stuff like that. So we'll take a look at that a little bit more. This map tour will probably be a little bit longer than my typical. Well, that's quite the railroad crossing there. Probably longer than my typical one, just because I have a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff what we're doing on here and to show off. So the fairgrounds. Okay, there's pretty cool stuff over here. You could definitely do some jumps and some climbing over some stuff here if you wanted to. That's very creative how they did the jumps there like that. But yeah, you could do some jumping if you wanted to. We had to do a little bit, of course. Can't just not do that. But yeah, so we have that going on down here. We do have a sell point. The fairground sell point is just right back there on the other side of that building. And then lastly, we do have a factory down here, which this is, I think, the paper factory, if I remember correctly. Yeah, paper plant. We'll take a look at the gold bar factory and crude oil production when we go into the mountains a little bit later. But let's take a look at this one real quick. I'm going to get us some cash just so we don't have to worry about money. As we're taking a look at things, let's see where here it is. All right, paper factory, $80,000. If I go into here, wood chip paper. So the for whatever reason that fill type's not showing up, so that might need an update or something along those lines. Or it might just not have an icon. It doesn't have a selling point as of right now, but that's what that production is for there. We're going to loop back into town. We're going to head through town, and then we're going to finish out the other end of our farm, and then we'll do a flyover where we'll take a look at everything else. So that's kind of the plan for now. But cool to have a little kind of county fair over there. I like that. I got to be careful on this thing. This thing is a wild bump on that. All right. Continuing on past our horse pasture and where we came from, there's another animal pasture here on the right-hand side. Could we just hop out and take a look at? It's gonna have 200 cows for you if you wanted to put them in that animal pen there. The edge is kind of interesting actually with the river being there. It's kind of an interesting edge there to it. Yeah, something unique for sure. So we're up here. We have a train rental point right there if we wanted to use that. I think we'll go. Yeah, this is kind of difficult. I think we'll go up, around, and then come back out that way. So we'll just keep proceeding straight as of right now. Okay, if we pull off the side here. Is this a sell point? Empty pallet production. So we got another production point right here. Which, does this open up? Nope. Where's our wrench to buy this? Maybe around back, there we go. Cost you $96,000 to buy, and we'll just activate it using wrench there. You're going to make empty pallets from various resources, either wood beam, planks, or planks, the other types of planks, I guess, and then wood chips there, and then you're going to get empty pallets from those various recipes there. So there we go. Makes sense. That checks out. Continue up this way, and then we have another factory just right here, which we're going to stop and take a look at. This is going to be our tar production, so we'll purchase that. Ooh, keep hitting the wrong keys here. Tar. So you're going to put tires and kerosene in to get tar, which is pretty cool, actually. I like that. Pretty unique. I'm curious how you get tires. That's honestly what I'm curious about. Because you wouldn't think you'd want to manufacture tires and then immediately burn them down into tar, but that might be how you have to do it for the map. But it is kind of interesting. Wash plant for 80 grand. Yes, we do want to buy that. And the wash plant, you're going to put stream pay and methane in, and then you also may put coal in for this one, but for this one you're gonna put those two in, and then you're gonna get river sand, dirt, and sand, and then that's for the wash plant to get those items. And then if you want to get gold, you're gonna put in stream pay and coal to get gold. So there you go. Pretty cool. I can't imagine that the other one would be more productive than gold, but there you go. All right, and then here we have, what do we have here? Actually, I need to hop into the map and take a look real quick. Here we do have the used tires production point here, which is kind of interesting. So let's kind of see. So I'm curious about the inputs for this. Where is our wrench? We're struggling today to find these wrenches for these productions. I wonder if you just have to get them from them. I'm betting that might be what this is, actually. You might just have to purchase, or you might just come here to purchase used tires from them as like a fill type, and then continue about your day. That might be what it is. Yeah, that might actually be exactly what it is, just based on that. We should be able to take a look at what used tires look like if we go into here, though, just because I am a little curious. Tip to ground, if we go to... Might show up tires. There we go. There's what the tire fill type looks like. That's so cool. So you can pick up used tires here and then get them sold off. That's incredible. That's really cool. Oh, that actually looks pretty good, honestly. I used to work at a tire shop before I was a police officer in real life, and that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Left-hand side here, we do have our grocery mart, and then up here we have gas station, Rogue River Market Sale, and we also have our vehicle shop. So grocery mart, gas station, and then you can see the vehicle shop and market sale. Well, the market sale is going to be right here at the gas station, and then the vehicle shop's just on the other side there. And we actually are going to take that right. Oh, sorry, I ran that guy over. Ooh, almost hit that car, almost hit that house, all over the place. But here's your vehicle shop right here on the right-hand side. We are going to dip back down this way just because there's a couple things on the way here we want to see, like this guy right here. We have the church sell point, and then up next we have the biogas, which we own the biogas actually because I think it's probably because we purchased the land is what we did. So you can see that there's different things with coal, crude oil, and stuff like that to make different things in there, such as your kerosene and stuff like that. So we can do a lot of different stuff with the biogas plant in terms of getting some of these resources. And then on our right-hand side, we have the Red Marble Bowling Restaurant. Around the corner, we're going to have the steel factory and the asphalt production, which I am excited to take a look at those. Loop this way. And I'm just going to park us down here, and we'll just take a look at both of these while we're on foot. So steel production, 110,000. Steel, we're going to make it from coal and iron ore to make steel, which is pretty cool. Well, I guess it comes out as metal, is what it says there, but very nice, very cool. And if we go over here, this guy, there's the wrench point, $80,000 for the asphalt production. If you put tar, gravel, sand, and methane in, you're going to get asphalt pallets, which is pretty cool. So there you go. Now, I haven't done any of the calculations to see if any of these are actually worth it or not to do. If that's something you guys would be interested in, let me know down in the comments. I do that for a lot of other productions. I don't always do it for the maps. There's enough productions on here that I would be happy to do like an extra tutorial on the production specifically, but we'll cover them briefly today. Was that a water point right there that we just passed? Just curious real quick. Didn't say anything. It looked kind of like a water point, but maybe for the train? That's kind of interesting. Again, I'm sure there's many things I'm going to miss on this map. That's how it is with every map, because I'm trying to give you guys just kind of a quick overview just to kind of see if it's a map that you actually want to take the time to play on. So that's kind of the purpose of my map tours, not to give a super in-depth review of it. All right, and as we're clicking along here, we got the Mi Familia restaurant. My Spanish is not kicking in yet. Yep, right here. Here it is on the right-hand side. Mi Familia restaurant. And then as we continue up here, we got a lot of different stuff going on. On the left-hand side up there, we have the animal dealer. We also have the animal dealer sell point, which is going to be the bale sale. We have another bale sale in the back, and then the rent train point, but that one's going to be for your train right there. And then as we continue into this compound, which is what we're going to do right now, and then we can head out this way here. Yeah, make sure not miss anything. We have the drying station, Rogue River sawmill. We have a train transfer silo, so I'm assuming that's going to be, again, to transfer stuff to the train. It looks like it's probably set up over there to do that. We drive over there. Yep, looks like it is set up to do that. And then right here we do have production wrench. This is for the drying station, so I'm going to purchase that. I'm assuming it's to dry out the wood. We'll take a look at that actually here in a second. And then over here we should have the sawmill point. Yep, sawmill. If I go in here, take a look at the sawmill. Wood boards 1, wood beams, and then wood planks. So, or boards 1, wood beams, and planks there. So you have different recipes for that requiring coal. And then to dry the boards out, they just have to sit out and dry, which that actually makes sense. That's how the real world works in terms of they do let the wood just kind of sit out and dry for a while after they produce it. So that's very common there. Train rental point there. You still have wood sell point here and everything like that, or wood end point right there. You can see how that's sitting on the. Now, I am curious if you wanted to put another one of those silos in, would it let you? Oh, it looks like it would actually. Put one maybe on the train right there. Now that overlaps, it says another object, but oh, maybe it won't let you put it on the track. So it's kind of interesting that you have that. I'm sure it works as a regular silo, but it's interesting you can't use it past that. All right, then on the map here, train transfer silo, make sure we're not missing anything else. Yep, so then we have the feed production and the pigsty just south of us here. So we're gonna head that way now. Should be able to drive around this here on the outside. And then I don't know if there's actually an entrance out that way. Well, there is. I thought there would probably be, just the way it seems to be set up on the map. All right, so here is our pigs right over here. Right there, forestering our pigs. And then we also have this guy right here. You go ahead and purchase that. And take a look. So, silage, grass to silage, and then you also get some compost. Then silage alfalfa, same recipe, just with alfalfa. Cow feed, you have hay, black beans, and sunflowers to get you your TMR and a lot of compost. And then your pig feed, pig food, and a lot of compost. These seem very inefficient in terms of recipes, but I could be wrong in terms of that as well. Now, the other thing, too, I am curious about is if we go into the animal pens and we take a look here, there are some custom ones here you can see where they add some of those different fill types. You can still, looks like, oh no, these ones still require different, they have different fill type requirements on there as well. So even if you do use these, the animal fill types are gonna be a little bit different on here. These ones look like they're pretty much the same. It's just how you get the pig feed might be a little bit different. So you have some different ones in there. Sheep, they're just gonna take some extra products, but always probably be the same. Chickens look exactly the same. Bees aren't gonna change or anything like that. Is there any decorative objects? I always forget to check that. And then just quickly, the landscaping textures. You have all the standard ones in there. Nothing too crazy in there. It has my favorite gravel texture, which is this one right here. I love that gravel texture. But regardless of that, there you go. And that is the map down here. So I want to hop into flight mode. We will have to drop down. And actually, before we hop into flight mode, well, we'll do this at the very end. At the very end, we're just going to jump around to the factories that we haven't hit yet, those 3 factories, and buy them and take a look. That way we don't have to keep switching in and out of flight mode. So we'll actually do that at the very end. Let's go ahead and put us into flight mode so we can take a look around. So first, we'll take a look around the sawmill area, very edge of the map. I'm not a big fan of this edge of the map because it seems a little abrupt. The water seems a lot better. I like that a lot better, but it is kind of cool. I mean, I'm not completely against it. I just wish it would be a little bit less abrupt. It feels that way down here, I feel like. But yeah, through here, a lot of good stuff going on down here. Starting farm through there, big field. So you have the biggest field starting out right away. And then over here, we got the fair, which is nice. And then that train track turns right there, goes into the mountains here. That is a sharp turn, by the way, for a train as well. That's a crazy sharp turn. Goes up this way. Got a lot of, this is a really cool map up here. And then right down below us, we have a train sell point. So that's where the train can sell stuff, it looks like. As we follow the river up here, which this would be Rogue River, we have a factory right here. And again, the train is following it in there. Getting a little glitchy up here because it's trying to render in all the trees for the first time. Continues on, and that factory we just passed is the Rogue River Furniture. And then it again makes another sharp turn. This is cool that the train runs through here. This is really cool. Probably one of the coolest train tracks I've seen in Farm Sim, just period. This is a really cool forestry area. And down here, all the stuff in the river. It looks like we got all of our dirt. Yep, that's what that looks like. It's probably our, whatever the fill type was there. You can load it on a train or a truck or however you want to do it. There's a lot of areas where you got to be careful. Make sure you're not sitting on the train track for too long. You might have some issues. Right over here, we did have a train rental point around the corner. We have a train loading station right there. We wanted to use that. I'm not sure what you can buy there, but and then this loops back around the edge of the map and goes around the edge of the map back over to the town, which is really nifty. So very unique way to have that in there. And then you can see these mountains are just absolutely insane. Really cool, though. Absolutely insane forestry area. You need some really crazy equipment to do it. But still pretty cool. And up over here, that's that little area we had a little gazebo at. And going through here, there's some trails, all sorts of cool stuff through here. Different ways to get through, which is kind of nifty. Does that go? Is that dead in there? Yeah, it does. Looks like. Oh, what's here? This is probably some sort of a buy point. Where are we at? Yeah, right here. So old mine shaft. It says it's a production point. I'm assuming that's just where you're going to purchase your metal right there, which is pretty cool, or pick up your metal, I guess I should say. Let's get back up first before we do that. Out over this way, we do have another factory out here, just kind of in the middle of nowhere, which I love. I think that's pretty cool. And then up here, we do have another one right there. So right there, we have our crude oil production. And then again, back there, we have the gold bar factory, which is pretty cool to have those up in the mountains. There's so many just bridges and just features and just nifty things. Is this, can you go through this? Oh my goodness. This is so cool. That is really cool. That's a really cool little bridge area. So very, very unique, very cool map, guys. Very cool map. I mean, this is huge. This wilderness area is huge. And even in the town area, it feels like it has a lot going on. So very cool. I like that a lot. But before we end this, we're going to turn that off. And then before we fall to our deaths here, we're going to jump over to the different furniture factories and such like that. Oop, let me slow myself down there. Okay, and we're going to purchase these so we can take a look at these real quick. Furniture factory, 60 grand to buy. We purchase that, or take a look in here. So furniture, we can make it from the different products, basically, is what we're looking at here. Yeah, so 500 of those, or if you dry them out, you can make 300 furniture instead of, yeah. So it's better if you dry them out. So if you wait for them to dry out, that's a much better process for you, which is pretty cool. So there's a benefit to that. If we hop over here, the gold bar factory, gosh, I really want to play on this map. It's very cool, just because of the productions. Gold bar factory, purchase that. Take a look in here, take that gold ore and coal, and we get gold bars right there. So very cool. Finally, crude oil production. Take a look in here. Ooh, if we put sand in here, in river sand, we get crude oil. Very interesting. So yeah, definitely some interesting productions. Definitely a lot of stuff to move around. But regardless of that, guys, that is the map tour. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. I apologize for how long it was, but if you guys did, please again drop a like. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.